What is looking out? Is it your eyeballs? Is it your brain? Is it your soul? It's awareness, that's for sure. And I want to ask you, have you ever thought about that? What is doing the looking? Welcome back to Uncivilized Rebirth. I'm really glad you're here. I hope you enjoy this channel. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Comment below if you have any comments. And I'm trying to grow the channel, and your support helps tremendously. So, awareness. What is it? Your whole life, you've known something's going on. Like, life is happening to you, and you're trying to perform for these systems that are around you. So you're born into a family. It's like, you got to close the door. Were you born in a barn? So you learn to close the door. You have to say yes, sir, no, ma'am, to the elders. You learn to do that. And it could be many different things in many different family systems. So some families may not care about being clean and orderly. Some maybe care even more so about that. And then they care about how they act in public. So they're going to train you to conduct yourself in this manner. And the way they do that differs completely because there is no set standard for how a small human is to be raised. So that could be through spanking. It could be through love, kindness, nurturing. Could be through humiliation, embarrassment. But all of those are designed or geared towards getting you to conduct yourself in a certain way. So it's like busy, busy, busy. Perform, perform, perform. And then if you get into school, you have a whole different set of rules. You have all these other little humans who are being programmed by these other humans, and they're all put together in this same room or building for years on end. And then you're collecting data and you're choosing, like, how do I act, conduct myself? But at a younger age, it's monkey see, monkey do. And you unconsciously copy what's going on around you. Just like parents will behave in a way that's not good, the child copies that, then the parent punishes the child for acting that way. And then when the child tries to say something, the parent doesn't really look back and analyze themselves, because that takes awareness. So it's monkey see, monkey do, where they see the parent do a kind act. So then kid goes and does this kind thing. They're copying and emulating. Then you get to your teenage years and you start to become a little more aware. Like, oh, I want to be myself. I want to dress this way, talk this way, act this way. And your soul starts presenting a little more, being autonomous or trying to be autonomous. And from my experience and from what I've seen in other systems, they lock down hardcore to repress that awareness and that autonomy to force you to conform. And if you don't conform, you're the black sheep or the problem child or the one that's difficult. When in reality, you're just being you. You're not difficult. You're just being unique. And that's okay. And you're aware that you want to be yourself. You have different likes and dislikes. And you no longer just do whatever you're told for the fact that you want to please these parents or you want to fit in. So you get older and you start becoming aware of your actions. Let's say you were raised in a rough childhood and you don't want to emulate that. So you start choosing consciously how you behave. So you're not letting your past define your future in your lineage, your bloodline, your children. Now, you became aware of your actions, and now you realize that your actions are not you. So what is that awareness? What is looking out? Have you ever tried to look back and see what's looking out? And really contemplate, What is puppeteering this human body? Is it some all-powerful entity that is choosing all destinies and everything leads to this one spot in time that this entity is trying to create? Or are you an autonomous soul that has been unaware that you're able to control your output, control how you speak, how you think, how you organize your memories? When you do that, you become far more autonomous and you become self-aware. You can't put a definition on awareness, but you know it's there. Have you ever woken up in the early morning and you just lay there? You're not thinking about anything. You're not running any programs, as in you get up and start rushing around to do these things, because the human mind is highly programmable. And you're sitting there and you watch a fleck of dust floating through the air, and you see this sunbeam coming in through the window, and you're just staring at it and looking at it. There's nothing else in the universe bothering you. And I guarantee at some point in life you've had those moments where it's just awareness. You're just fascinated by this light coming in through the window with this speck floating through the air, and you're just locked in on it. No judgment, just accepting what reality is and observing it. It's a pleasant feeling. It's bliss almost. You don't have any pressures, no need to perform. What if you viewed yourself this way with your awareness? Just watching yourself be a human, choosing the way you want it to be in this world, in this play, basically. You would have no shame, blame, or judgment on yourself, and you would just be aware of you being. And it's a great feeling, a very great feeling. It frees you up to be the human you're meant to be. And imagine you take this awareness and you view other people that way. Just them moving through life being what they are currently, with no thoughts about it. Just engaging with your awareness of what they're doing. It's a peaceful way to live. It's almost like internal bliss, because your mind's not coming up with all these reasons to judge them, why they should do this, why they shouldn't do that, what are they going to do, what their intentions are. It's a crazy amount of stuff your brain starts doing. And that comes from a chaotic life. In general, life is chaotic. You're bombarded with more content and absurd things than I bet any human has in history. Imagine 4,000 years ago, there's a small tribe of like 10 humans in a wilderness. And you're just walking through the wilderness, picking berries, listening to birds, looking for animal tracks maybe, heading to water to go drink some water. And your language is very, very limited on how you communicate. Life is simple. It's peaceful. You're not bombarded. Your brain's not running crazy. Our intellect wants to dissect everything around us. That wants to understand it. But we can't understand everything. It would be a waste of life to try to understand every single concept and everything that's presented to you, because every single one of those is a rabbit hole. And down every rabbit hole, every concept, there's a whole world of unlimited almost information about that concept. And so our minds get so distracted and so busy and so chaotic. we no longer are able to just be present with our awareness. And no matter what is happening, you're aware. It's looking out, or it's seeing the brain. So today I want to challenge you to think about your awareness. Find those moments of sunlight with those specks just floating through where you're just observing what is. And be present. And when you do this, you free yourself up from being what you've been forced to be. Because this is your one life. And you should be able to choose who you want to be and how you want to live it and what you want to accomplish. You get one shot at this one. Why should you live it filling the roles that you've been forced to fill? Roadhouse, Spiritual Hard.